So, why is the process of self-reflection that is shown in the Destiny tools so important? I'm going to share my experience of it and my views on it. Now, the first point is, in the process of writing, in the process of putting who I am, how I experienced a particular point on paper or in text, I can see so much more that I don't actually see very well when it's all just kind of swirling around in my head. Because what happens when I'm trying to look at a point and trying to understand a point inside of me, maybe a point that has a lot of emotional energy involved, and it's quite I'm quite conflicted within it. I don't see very clearly what is what when I just am trying to figure it out in my head, because it's like I'm caught up in the tornado of all the stuff and I'm just kind of spinning around with it. But when I write it down and when I lay it out for myself point by point and really unravel a particular experience or situation or whatever it is, I start seeing much more clearly what are the particular patterns within me that are playing out there. What are the reactions that I'm having? What are the recurring thoughts that are coming up? It's like I can start to see the mechanics and the different components that are involved that all come together to create eventually this whirlwind of an experience. And when I see those different components, when I see those different parts all broken down and laid out clearly in front of me, it doesn't seem so daunting and overwhelming anymore. It's like, okay, I see you. I can deal with you now. I know what anxiety is. I know what social anxiety is. I know what that point of self-judgment is. I know what that point of fear is. I know, okay, there we go. I've recognized that. I've seen that in me before. I fear losing that particular thing. All right, I can deal with all these things. But when they're all just lumped together into one experience, it feels quite overwhelming. So that's the one very strong benefit of writing for me. It gives me that space and opportunity to just lay everything out, break it down into its different parts and see it clearly for what it is so that I can actually deal with it. Then the other aspect of it is the process of understanding myself through reflecting on me, on why do I do certain things, what's motivating my behavior, my thoughts, and how I speak to people. All of these different things that make up who I am. As I understand myself better, I also understand other people better. And also what started happening is that obviously I'm not going to be exactly the same as everyone else. We share a lot of very, very similar experiences and patterns and designs and things like that, but everyone's going to have their own unique expression of things and their own challenges to face. So there's going to be some things that are not so much in me that I can only really learn from someone else. But what's happened in my process of self-reflection is that the better I become at reflecting on who I am and why I am who I am, the easier it becomes to, in a way, step outside of myself and consider who other people are, why they are the way that they are, what might have happened to them to have led them to be that particular way, or to experience things in that way, or to have that response to situations. It's like I'm better able to step into someone else's shoes just because I have been walking a process of understanding myself better. And that for me is very important, because one of the core points that drives me is, how can I help other people? How can I help empower other people? Or rather, help them to empower themselves. And part of that process is understanding ourselves, because in that understanding, we empower ourselves to change. So the more I can help other people understand themselves, the more I'm fulfilling my own drive to create a better world through creating better humans. And at the end of the day, isn't that what everyone wants? A good life. Not just for me, but for everyone around me, for all the people I love, for the animals I love, and all the people that they love. And everyone, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what color you are, I want everyone to have a good life. And the simplest way that that's going to happen is if we all can understand ourselves and each other better. All right. If you have any questions or comments or would like to be part of this discussion, then leave a comment or send me a direct message. If you want to support me, you can do that on Patreon or on Steemit. If you are interested in these different tools that I'm discussing, then check out Destiny, Desteni. I'll put the link in the description as well. Thanks for watching. You'll see me next time.